We'll now move on to additional witnesses. May come up to the mic.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to amend.
Second.
Amend what?
Amend ACA, and I would like that the sergeants pass these amendments out so that way everybody could read them.
Give me 1 second, please. Are the amendments in ledge council form? Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
Staff to reanalyze the bill, constitutional amendment, or resolution.
Just give me a second so we can answer your question here. So these are not author's amendments, so the rule you cited is not
It
relevant.
says a member, does not say the author.
But they are not author's amendments.
Once again, it's
The committee rules are clear that this is related to author's amendments only. These are not being offered by the author of the ACA.
this is not clear.
Madam Chair.
The author is Rivas and McGuire.
In section 2, it's that we authored this, actually.
We prepared this
prepared this.
ACA.
Okay, give me 1 moment to thoroughly answer your question. My ruling is the amendments are not in order.
There is a motion on the table.
And your motion is not in order as well.
Madam Chair, I asked to read the amendments into the journal.
Second.
I reject that. No,
On what grounds, Madam Chair?
my decision.
So there's transparency and bipartisanship.
Yes, Assemblymember
I would like to
Salaji.
move the bill for approval. Move the item.
We have a motion to approve the bill.
Madam, the motion to read into the journal takes
One
precedent.
1 second, please. I'd like to recognize Assemblymember Stephanie. Oh. Okay, there's a motion and a second to amend ACA 8.
So,
And I'd like to recognize Assemblymember Stephanie.
I move to lay the amendments on the table.
So you're not going to allow us to debate or present these amendments for anybody to read. They're just going to vote on them, correct?
The motion is to lay the amendments on the table.
So
Madam Chair-
none of my colleagues are going to read this before they vote on it, correct? I just want to clarify.
As it is, so I'm good.
Madam Chair, we
You
just
could make them better.
we just
I
heard
don't think they will.
we just
haven't
heard
seen them.
both
need
testimony from the author.
We haven't even heard
And-
all the testimonies, so
But
let's
made-
try to get through this hearing on the bill,
But
all right?
we've
Let's try to
made
hear
this
the bill in
statement
its
here.
current form.
We
might
We have
be
a
able
motion
have
to
if we
lay
would've
the
had
amendments on the
more of a
table.
heads up about this.
Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
But Madam Chair, we made the statement that we're making this very transparent.
We
and
have
this
a
is very
motion to
clear.
lay the amendments on the table.
And I
We're
would
going to
like-
proceed with that
Cal,
motion.
wait a sec. The whole thing is that this is about transparency and that you want fairness in this. We got the language at 8 o'clock. All we're asking is for our input to be taken. You didn't talk to me as your vice chair about this, so here's our opportunity,
Wait.
Madam Chair. All we're asking for is participation in this. And Mr. Tongipa came prepared. The rules state this, that I would be happy to bring the chief clerk in to review this. I don't know why you're shutting this down.
And Madam Chair, I would have presented this to you sometime sooner at any other time. I had no time. We didn't receive this, and yet there are authors on this before I even got to see this. I didn't get this till last night because we were not informed. So my question is, since everybody's prepared, since you're so fine with the ACA, is how much time did they get to prepare before I did? Why am I not deserve that same for the 500,000 representatives that I get to represent in my district? Why am I not granted that same right to defend them?
I believe we have a law in California that that members get 72 hours before final vote on any legislation to review the legislation and the language of the legislation before they vote.
But Mr.
on that
Berman,
language
did you
as
have
the final
did you
as the
have
final
this-
version.
how-
I
how
saw this
early-
language yesterday.
How- okay.
I saw this language yesterday.
You saw this like
It was in print yesterday morning, correct?
It was in
And that's
print.
when I saw. And that's
But-
when I
It was
saw.
in print,
And
but when was it
was
seen?
in print,
I
and
saw it
you're a
yesterday.
co-author on it immediately?
Yeah.
So you had seen that even before it was printed, you were already a co-author?
Yeah, I absolutely support the concept. I had faith in the authors to draft the right language. They did, and I support it.
But I
For
did
the
not have that
concept,
same.
but you didn't even read
I did not
language.
have that same ability.
You weren't aware of the concept? You weren't aware of the news that we
no,
were
that's
planning
not
on
what I'm
doing
saying,
that?
Mr. Berman. what I'm
Excuse me, we
saying
have
is-
what I
we have
said.
the chief clerk here,
I am simply just
Sue Parker.
asking for the same amount of time, so that way I can go into this just as much as everybody else.
I saw the language
and that
when it
there
went
are
into print yesterday
amendments,
morning.
And I understand that, and I have a different opinion on
Yeah.
that, and that's okay because
And
I'm
we both
granted.
get
that
Okay,
72
all right,
hours
excuse
to
me,
review the
we're gonna-
language
hey,
before we vote
and-
on it in its final
Hey!
vote.
I'm asking for.
We're going to stop this right now, this back and forth, okay? We have to have some civility in here. We have our
Yes,
chief
ma'am.
clerk, Sue Parker. If you could please come on up for a consult, please. All right, we're going to take a temporary recess. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Thanks.
Thank goodness.